Hi there, this is Ronnie, Amber's Night, coming at you with a video. Today I'm going to be doing some videos of board games, card games that I was playing over the weekend there, to give you my sort of first impression overviews of them. And the first one that I want to talk about is this. This is Terry Pratchett's Discworld Ankh-Morpork Boardgame. I got this as a birthday present from my friend Caroline. Um, and I played it for the first time on Saturday. This is a lovely, lovely little game. I'll show you the board at the back actually. It's a card-driven game. There is a 12-sided die in it, but it's mostly a card-driven game. Essentially, you are characters within the city of Ankh-Morpork, made famous by Terry Pratchett's Discworld series of novels. I will say up front that you do not need to have any knowledge at all of Terry Pratchett's novels to play this game. It doesn't impede you if you're playing. If you haven't read the novels and you're playing with a bunch of people who have read the novels, it doesn't impede you at all. You play one of 7 personalities. It's a game of 2 to 4 players. You play one of 7 personalities. Each of those 7 have their own victory conditions in order to win the game. You keep those personalities secret because part of the game is trying to figure out who the other person is and stopping them from winning. You're then given there's a central draw pile. You start with 5 cards, and all the cards have little symbols at the top, reading left to right, such as being able to place a minion on the board or place a building if you can afford it. Very similar to Monopoly, there's prices. And you also start with 10 Ankh-Morpork dollars. Now, depending on the personality, as I say, you have these conditions. It could be to have a certain amount of trouble markers on the board. These are little black markers indicating that there are areas of tension around the board. The board is split into 12 areas, 12-sided die. And yes, all the areas are numbered for use with a 12-sided die. It could be to control a certain number of areas, or have minions in a certain number of areas. Or if you're playing Command of Vines, you just have to make sure that no one else wins before the draw pile of cards runs out. Each card, as I say, has these symbols, and you simply do what the symbol says. The only stipulation is that you must do the whatever ones you want to do, and you don't have to do all the symbols, apart from one which is sort of shaped like a pentagram or an octagram, which is called a special event, and those automatically happen. You don't have any control over that. Most of the wizard characters have these, and none of these special events are good. You can be lucky with them and it may not affect you, but the 12 special effects that can happen, again 12, these 12 events, there's no good ones among them. So if you perhaps have symbols reading left to right, you can place a minion, collect $3 from the bank, and play another card. You can choose not to play a minion. I don't know why you would do that. You can choose not to do any of them, but you must do them in the order that they appear left to right. So in that order I gave you, you couldn't collect $3 from the bank and then place a minion. You would have to place the minion first and then place the $3. It's a very simple game. The symbols are clear. There are text abilities on some of the cards which can be activated again by the little symbols at the top. Would I recommend the game? Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. There are some. It does have a level of tactics involved, but not so much as to overwhelm people. And trying to reach your victory conditions whilst trying to guess who the other people might be so as to stop their victory conditions from happening is actually a really good game. I would recommend it heartily. It's a game that can be played by quite young people as well, as he tries to find the ages. Yes, from 11 plus, and that's about right. I mean, even 10 plus actually would probably get away with it. There's nothing specifically, there's no lurid pictures or anything. So it's a very simple, straightforward game, such as it is. And I would recommend this to absolutely everyone. So if you don't have Terry Pratchett's Discworld game, go out and get it. I think you might be pleasantly surprised.